Hi.
I am Ariel Wengroff, our editor-in-chief at Ledger. This is Carl Anderson, our
Hey.
VP of Engineering Consumer. We are so proud to be the first people speaking with you today from the Ledger team. Welcome to Ledger Open. Woo!
Woo!
Yeah, this is our two-day event focused on bringing together Web3 developers and innovators to connect. We are so pleased to have over 250 of you in the audience right now. We're also live streaming on Twitter, where we're reaching over 180 countries that our Ledger consumers live in and use through Web3 around the world. So thank you for tuning in, whatever time it is for you. So why open? Well, we know that there are a lot of Web3 events that already exist. But we really believe that open is the place where all developers can come, connect, and really be, whether you're interested in coins or in tokens or in chains, this is the place to gather, discuss, debate, and code against those ideals. We really believe at Ledger that debate is inherent to our DNA. And on top of that, we know that this is an opportunity for us to build and do great things. This is a landmark moment for Ledger. So thank you so much for being with us as a part of that. Over the next 2 days, you're going to hear key Ledger global updates, an opportunity to talk with our Ledger executive team, and on top of that, this is an opportunity to make sure you meet Rod, who's our head of developer relations. If you haven't yet, Rod is wonderful, and he's here to make sure that you have a seamless experience with Ledger, not only right now, but in the future. So please make sure that you connect with all of us over the next couple of days. We have over 20 different sessions in the next 2 days, 250 speakers. We have hours and hours of amazing opportunities for you to learn, grow, and discuss whatever comes next for you. So before we dive in, please make sure that you're following us on Twitter and that you've joined our Ledger Developer Discord. We're so excited. So again, I just really want to thank you. This is a great opportunity for all of us together, and I'm going to kick it off to you, Carl.
Absolutely. Let's get this party started. So, blockchains are here for over a decade now, so there's no question they're here to stay. However, Web3 is just nascent. And if you compare it to the comfort and reliability of Web2, it pretty much feels like the Wild West to users. A new Web3 user today will be facing foreign terminology, slow transactions, security issues, exorbitant and unexpected fees, scams, and more. So they're really in for a steep onboarding, really. Web3 users of tomorrow, our friends, our families, will have different expectations. They will want a slick, reliable, fast, secure, affordable experience. And that's what we're here today to build and provide them. I truly believe that a great user experience for wallets, exchanges, identity, dApps, NFTs, DeFi, and more will be the bridge that will get us there. And that's what's exciting about today. We, together, get to create how we're going to build anything that is blockchain related in the coming years. So exciting, right? Like as a developer, it's definitely a dream that we're living right now. So this conference really is about this growing and powerful community. It's a moment that we have together. And we will also, during this conference, celebrate your fantastic contributions. All this to say, it's a defining moment where we can all have a lasting impact in this crazy, fast-growing space. And to speak on this, I'd like to welcome on stage our CEO, Pascal Gauthier.
Thank you.
All right, here's a clicker. Stage is yours.
Merci, Carl. Ah, voilà, le micro est là. So, hi, everyone. My name is Pascal Gauthier. I'm CEO at Ledger. I don't have my phone because I'm expecting an important phone call. It's just that my notes are here, so I just want to make sure that I tell you everything that I ought to tell you today. So we're here to talk about our developer platform. This is a super important initiative for Ledger. Myself, I've been at the company from the beginning. From investor to board member to president to CEO. And it's really great for me to be here today. Having seen this journey shows me how much we've achieved, what a collective journey it has been. But before we dive into this day, I wanted to take you back to the roots of Ledger. After all, it feels important that before you engage with us, you know who we are. I'm here to tell you that our vision and our mission at Ledger first have never changed. I'll put them on screen for you. The vision has always been that there would be something that we called at the time critical digital assets. Those assets that you hold dear, that are important to you, that you cannot lose. It was Bitcoin only when we started, then Ethereum, then many other public blockchains, now NFTs and so on and so forth. But we always had the vision that these critical digital assets will come to life, and securing them would be the challenge. And so very naturally, our mission at Ledger has always been to make it secure and easy to use. We exist to empower our users and give them freedom. This is why Ledger exists. Our values also have never changed. I put them on screen for you. It's important if you engage with us that you understand what our core values are. You can read them. Pragmatism has always been core to everything that we do. We know nothing. I know nothing. And so pragmatism is the only way that you can try, test, fail, try again, and so on and so forth. Pragmatism is the #1 and core value at Ledger. And it's followed by audacity. They seem to oppose each other. How can you be pragmatic and audacious at the same time? But audacity is what we're all doing here. Building Web3 is quite audacious. Like, we are building a new world. Trust and transparency are two values that are key to everything, especially when it comes to crypto. You need to trust that Ledger is the best security company in the world. We need to trust each other if we want to build something. And transparency, it's just great. It's just better. Our culture at Ledger is to share everything that we do with our employees, even the secrets, not the top-notch security secrets, but you know what I mean. And transparency is super important. And engagement, finally, I always use the same example. If you're going to work at Porsche and you love cars, well, you better have a driving license. So if you work at Ledger, if you engage in Web3, if you engage with us, you better love Web3, crypto, NFT, all of that. And I know it's your passion. Another thing is we play the long game. We will not always be first, but we'll always be right. That's what a security company is all about. You need a sure thing. Ledger is a sure thing. Ledger is an essential piece to this great ecosystem, and now we are going to build it together. But building a great ecosystem and a great company requires 3 things: ambition, resilience, and perfect execution. I always say the same thing, by the way. So what is ambition? We had it from the beginning. And we always wanted to become what we are today, and we want to become much more in the future. I already said it in the press, 100 billion in 2025. We don't want to be a company, we want to be the company. We don't want to be an ecosystem, we want to be the ecosystem. Like Jordan says, quote, "I just want to win." We just want to win. But you have to understand, I'm not talking about the stock price of Ledger. That's actually a consequence of our action. I'm talking about building a great experience on top of the Ledger platform. That's why we're here. That's what the ambition is all about. Resilience is second, and it's something that you know a little about when you've been in crypto since 2014. 2014, for me, this is when I started, there was a year of what is Bitcoin. 15, 16 were the years of, this is a nuclear winter of crypto, and the thing is dead. 17 felt like, boom, we're right. 17, we're all fucking geniuses. Finally, Bitcoin is here, and it's great. 18, 19 were, oops, years. Like finally, we're not quite there yet. 2020 was, yes, it was a good year. And 21 was, fuck yeah, it's an amazing year. And 22 will be, I don't know what, but like something even more than fuck yeah. So double fuck yeah. All right, so the party is here now, okay? We are the cool kids. And it feels good, because for a long time we weren't. But we need to stay cool, very cool. Our moment is now, and now it's all about perfect execution. And perfect execution is the third thing to do great things. That's why we're here today, by the way, because perfect execution is only about people. The people that are working at Ledger first, we are 500 today. We'll be 1,400 by the end of 22. These are a lot of people. They are great people. We have a great team. Congratulations to the team that organized this. It's amazing. Yes, please. You can see it's all about perfect execution. It's really amazing what they've done. Like we'll talk about this later, but this is how you win. Perfect execution is how you win. It's not just execution, it's perfect execution. But we won't win alone. There are so many things happening in the space. We will never hire developers fast enough. And the three words at Ledger are developers, developers, developers. That's what we need. And that's why we need you. Because we won't do it on our own. We don't know everything. We know what we know. We're a great security company. We're building a great platform. And you guys know what you know. You need to develop on top of that platform. And we always imagine Ledger as a platform. But reality has been a bitch. It took us a few years to be here in front of you to discuss this in this room. That now we have a platform and you can code on Ledger. We will be in the future transparent with our own roadmap. We will give you the tools that you can code on Ledger. The developer platform is already out there and the team has done a killer job to make it super clear, easy to use, so you can start coding right now. And so together then we can build a Web3 world. We have 4 million devices out there. We got 20%, close to 20% of all coins on the planet that are in Ledger security platform. We have Ledger Live translated in 9 languages and counting. And so this is the best platform in the world to develop on, period. Yes, clap. So this is the biggest development in our young history. And that's why we're here today. But what I just told you is very conceptual. So what does it really mean, you say to me? And to you, I say, Ian, why don't you tell them?
Thank you. Thank you, Pascal. That's my friend, Pascal Gauthier. It's a very personal journey to this stage here today. When I moved here to Paris 6 years ago, one of the first people I met was Pascal, and we became friends. And he was at the time an investor in Ledger, and I landed here through osmosis. But anyway, my name is Ian Rogers, and my job at Ledger is to look after the consumer business, which is the Ledger Nanos and Ledger Live. So thank you for being with us here today. It's great to see everybody here. We want to bring you here every 6 months to come together, talk about what we need to do collectively, have a slew of announcements for you, and thank you for joining us. We won't waste your time. I'll jump into it. Okay, everyone in this room knows in their bones that this is an exciting time to be alive. Over the last 20 years, we've gone from tens of millions of personal computers, not very many when I was a kid, to billions of powerful, connected computers in our pockets. And now, many around the world have easier access to smartphones than to financial services. And as a result, it's inevitable that every industry will be not only digitized, but tokenized. For me personally, from the early 90s until 2015, I participated in the digitization of the music business. And for the last 6 years here in Paris with LVMH, I helped the luxury industry, fashion industries adapt to this fact that our attention is already spent in the borderless online world as much as in this bordered physical world that we're standing in now. And the internet brought us a revolution of information that's already changed humanity in unexpected ways. But in crypto, we're all part of something that's even bigger. It's a revolution of value. Money will be digitized, but so will art, collectibles, experiences. And where the internet stripped us of ownership and took control of our identity, Web3 is set to give power back. And where the internet re-centralized power in GAFA, Web3 ultimately will allow us individually to hold our own value, including our identities. It's really great to see you all, and you all know what it is I'm saying. There are many out there, as we know, that are not yet in this brave new world. There are a few 100 million people in crypto now, but Web3 will be a part of everyday life for billions of people in our lifetimes. And like the internet, I mean, this will completely transform society. It'll move us post-limited liability company, post-government controlled money, post-nation state. And many would say that these ideas are crazy, impossible, controversial, but that's exactly what they told us in the late 90s. I remember really well, in 1998, the music business telling me they're going to sell compact discs forever, right? I remember in those days it was an impossibility it was accepted that it was an impossibility to do video over the internet, right? And people were short-sighted and wrong, frankly, then, and they're short-sighted and wrong now. Web3 adoption it's inevitable, with or without me and you. The question is simply, on what timescale? And so what's Ledger's role in this? At Ledger, we provide the world's most secure platform for digital assets in Web3. To believe in Ledger, you don't need to believe in any single crypto narrative. You just need to believe that we will have digital assets and that security to protect those assets will be a critical challenge. And I doubt I need to convince anybody in this room of those two facts. I mean, both things are painfully obvious. And like me, you all are living in a world where you have digital ownership. And as such, we all face serious security risks. And we spend a lot of time, a lot of our lives talking about crypto, NFTs, et cetera, but we don't spend enough time talking about security. Also, as developers, you all understand the Web 2 hardware that we have on our desktops and in our pockets was not built to protect Web 3 value. And unfortunately, every day, we hear the horror stories of hacks and scams that are plaguing our communities. And we should care. The reality is that when one person loses value, it diminishes trust in the entire ecosystem, and it hurts all of us. Ledger solves this problem by design. We make Ledger Nanos running our own operating system, Bolos, with a secure element securing the buttons and the screen. And you know that when you protect your private keys with a Ledger Nano, your key is never exposed to the internet. And when you sign a transaction, you know that what you see is what you sign. And you can't know this with a software-only wallet and with custodians. I know that you all really know, and please say it with me. Not your keys, not your coins. Come on, motherfucker, let's do this. Not your keys, not your coins. Good morning. But we are also aware the number of things you want to do with your crypto is growing by the day. So we all have more diverse portfolios than ever. We want to do all kinds of things with our assets, from trading and earning yield to NFT collecting to sharing the lives that we live on chain. And the user experience, as we all know, is still, well, I mean, it's a little early, right? I remember, very well the internet experience of the mid to early 90s. I feel like that's where we are. And we have a lot of work to do, all of us, together collectively, to move this industry from business to geek, like me, to business to mainstream consumer. And that's the work I think we have to do together. And that's why we're all here together today, is to work to build applications on top of the most secure platform for Web3 and digital assets. Originally, Ledger was a way to securely hodl, right? You move your value to a ledger, you put it in your closet, you wait a couple years, and NGU, right? Then our users asked us to allow them to do more safely with the endpoint security of what Ledger provides. You asked us for buying, trading, spending with a credit card. We'll get to that in a few minutes. You asked to secure the world of DeFi and NFTs without the risk of blind signing. It's a big challenge, but this is what we spent the last 18 months working on. In June of 2021, we launched the Ledger Live application platform, starting with DeFi Swap, partnering with our friends at Paraswap. Since then, we've added Lido for ETH2 staking, MoonPay for buying crypto, BitRefill, where you can do your Christmas shopping, Rainbow for NFT viewing. Yesterday, we released 1inch, and we have more coming every single month. We built Wallet Connect into Ledger Live, so you can connect directly to Web3 through Ledger Live. Comme ça. Voila. And all of this is why usage of Ledger Live goes up every single month. More than 4 million phones and computers have connected to Ledger Live over the past 12 months. And as Pascal said, well over 15% of all digital assets across the globe are secured by Ledger wallets. And why is that important to you? Because you're developers with access to those customers on the platform. These users want to use the applications you make. And accelerating your success as developers on Ledger's platform is why we're all here together today and tomorrow. So our goal is for Ledger to be a platform where you can easily develop your app and share it quickly with the growing Ledger community. And we spent 2021 expanding the documentation and resources to support your projects. Oh, wow. We grow our developer relations team, created this developer portal to find all the tools and information you need to build on Ledger, and we launched our Discord, so you're always in contact with the Ledger team and the developer community. I see you, Fabrice. Rod, where are you? Rod's here, and other Ledger team. If you work at Ledger, please raise your hand real quick. Oh, that's a lot of fucking people. Remember the 500 people that Pascal referred to earlier? But anyway, so please find a Ledger person. If you're not a Ledger person, find a Ledger person. Say hello. Get to know us. If you're watching at home, please go join the Ledger Discord, and we want to see you there. More of the team. You can recognize them. Okay, we have some great announcements for you today. Pascal and I are going to give you a couple. Charles is coming to give you another. Iqbal's got another one for you. So to start us off, Pascal, please join me back up here. Okay, well,
Voilà.
here we are. And again, why are we here?
Please, guys, come and sit down. It's okay.
Yeah, come on in.
We can.
Everyone is welcome at the Ledger party.
Sure.
That is part of the theme of the day. Come on in.
Please, come on in, guys. Don't be shy. There are seats over here on the left side. Man, my right eye is crying. Boom.
Welcome.
Now
we have, all right, so
let's go.
Again, we're going to do this every 6 months. We want to hear from you. We want to know you. We want to work with you. And also, we have announcements. So what are we announcing today?
Voilà, because you guys are like, okay. So announcements, very clear, 3 first announcements. The first announcement is something that Ian actually and his team worked a lot on, and I get to announce it. So this is great for me because I didn't do much on this. But it's probably one of the most prestigious and best partnership that we've done in the history of Ledger. Remember, we are this platform, we have our users, and we want to bring them the best experience in Ledger Live. So they can live their merry Web3 way or crypto way without never leaving the security of their ledger. This is why this first announcement is very exciting to me, to us, because like Ian would say, we're building a product for us, actually. When I think about Ledger, I just want a product that I want to use. And so the first partnership is FTX. So Ian, why don't you tell him why it's cool?
I mean, again, it was what I wanted. What do I want? I want self-custody. What else do I want? Security. What do I want to be able to do? I want to be able to trade, and I want to be able to do it at a low cost. And I want to be able to do it across a huge number of pairs. I don't want to be limited by what one provider offers. FTX has incredible a huge array of services, super low cost. And they have a relatively open platform in terms of us being able to integrate with it and offer the ability to swap right from Ledger Live, right from self-custody, and working on doing that in the most inexpensive way for customers. So I think that we know that what we want is we want self-custody, we want security, and we want to be able to access the world of crypto. And FTX is a great way to do that.
So should we bring the video Sam sent us?
Let's do it. Oh, wait, he didn't send us one.
No, he didn't send us a video.
Yeah. Sam's on Capitol Hill this week, so we didn't get a video.
Next time, Sam.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We love you, Sam.
All right, so what's the second announcement? You do the second announcement.
Okay, well, again, like I said a moment ago, everyone is welcome at the Ledger party. And I mean that. It's actually kind of unique when you think about it, right? Like because you could go to Bitcoin Miami, you could come here for ECC, you can go to the Solana conference in where was it? Was it
Lisbon?
I didn't go. Lisbon, right? You could go to, but at the Ledger party, I mean, we're a horizontal. We have 170. How many Fabrice how many plugins do we have? 170 something plugins, right? I mean, everyone's welcome at the Ledger party, and that is why. Here is probably the only place you're going to see anyone go from an FTX announcement to a Coinbase announcement. So, if you've heard, and I recommend it, Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong on the Bankless podcast a few weeks ago, you heard him say that self-custody is the future, which we believe as well, obviously. And they're investing heavily in their non-custodial wallet, and their non-custodial wallet will support Ledger, and we will work together with Coinbase for education for that community to make sure that they know how to protect themselves and stay safe. Because as we know, if you are using a software wallet, you definitely want to pair that software wallet with Ledger hardware. So we're doing that together with Coinbase. And actually, we do have a video from our friends at Coinbase.
We do have a video. Let me just say one thing before you show Max's video.
That's right.
Max. Software doesn't work for security. If you want to have your keys, you cannot use just a software wallet. So pairing your Coinbase non-custodial wallet with your Ledger is the only way that you're going to get the security that you deserve. So this is why this is important for Coinbase, and it's important for us. So now let's hear it from Max.
Hello, everyone. I'm Max Brandsburg, Vice President of Product at Coinbase. While I wish I could be joining you all today in person in Paris, I'm nevertheless excited to participate remotely and share some exciting news about Coinbase Wallet, our self-custody crypto wallet. At Coinbase, we believe that self-custody should empower users to do more than just store their crypto. Coinbase Wallet enables access to the entire Web3 ecosystem, unlocking the world of crypto. The use of self-custody wallets has skyrocketed in 2021, thanks in large part to exciting use cases like decentralized finance and NFTs that are starting to become more mainstream. 2021 has also been a big year for Coinbase Wallet. We launched our browser extension, making Coinbase Wallet available to more users across more devices. Earlier this week, we also made it easier than ever to manage your crypto across all of Coinbase Wallet's supported networks, delivering a unified view of your tokens across Ethereum, Polygon, Avalanche, and many other popular networks. I'm here today to talk about what's next for Coinbase Wallet and to announce an exciting partnership with Ledger to help users take control of their crypto. And there's no better place to do that than with the Ledger team here at the inaugural Ledger Open conference. Coinbase is one of the industry's leading crypto exchanges with over 73 million verified users. We're the starting point for millions of people making their first investments in crypto. Ledger is an industry leader in hardware wallets. More than 4 million people put their trust in Ledger to keep their crypto safe. Coinbase wants to make it easy for our users to safely and securely take control of their crypto. That is why I'm sharing today that we've been working with the Ledger team over the past few months to build support for hardware wallets directly into Coinbase Wallet. Hardware wallet support will come first to the new Coinbase Wallet browser extension, and we look forward to rolling this out to users around the world early next year. We'll have more exciting news to share about Coinbase Wallet and our partnership with Ledger as we enter 2022. In the meantime, I hope you all have an amazing time at Ledger Open in Paris. See you next year.
Thanks, Max. Cool. And I hope you guys see that. I mean, for us, this is an ecosystem. You know, everybody in the room, and really, you know, the entire ecosystem. This is a big sky. You know, there's a lot of opportunity for all of us. You know, this entire space is going to continue to grow, and you know, we're all working toward the same mission. So, you know, we compete and we work together. That's the name of the game.
Yeah, and as you can see, you know, we're building a platform. So, and remember, we're about freedom. So, as a user, if you want Ledger Live and FTX, you can do that. If you want to pair your Nano with your Coinbase wallet because you prefer that software experience, you can do that too. So Ledger won't tell you what to do with your coins. We're here to empower you with technology to make you free, and so you can do whatever you want, but always with security and always making it easy to use for you.
Cool. You and I have one more announcement before Charles gets up here. And
Wait, let's do it quick. So first, let me do a test. Who's got crypto? Okay, good. Who's got a Nano S?
I have one in my pocket.
Who's got a Nano X?
I have one of those in my pocket too.
Okay, interesting. So very interesting. More Nano S's than Nano X, which makes sense. Look, the Nano S was designed in 2016.
Who had crypto in 2016?
Okay.
All right.
Mostly designed by Nicolas Bacca here, founder, CTO. He is the brain behind Ledger. Okay, so we only now try to improve what Nicolas has given us. So, thank you. Well, we can clap again. All right, and so to tell you, you know, a Nano S is a beautiful design because I don't know if you realize, but in consumer electronics, I mean, try to take your iPhone from 2016 and see if it still works today. Unclear. Unclear. I got a Nano S. I've got a Nano S. I got a Samsung S20 1921. I can tell you that you know very quickly consumer electronics product decayed. And actually, if you ask consumer electronics manufacturers, I think it's Samsung that just said that in an exceptional fashion, the latest product they're going to take out to market, they will support it for 5 years. So 5 years is the max that usually consumer electronic companies support a product. After that, like it's complicated. And why it's complicated? Because hardware evolves, usage evolves, software evolves, and so hardware has to evolve with software. And so the phone that you had in 2010 is no longer fit for purpose in 2021. It's just because you want to take pictures that have more pixels. You want to do many more things with your phone that your phone in 2010 couldn't do for you. And so it's amazing that 6 years after, almost, the Nano S still does what it does best. It's a simple yet beautiful product.
I use mine every day.
Yeah. So it's good. So keep on using it. However, we need to evolve, and we are a hardware company. Hardware is important. Most people look at hardware as if it was a black mark in business. We believe that it's because of hardware that we can bring security. It's only because of hardware that we can bring security. Without secure hardware, there is no security in Web3, period. That's the end of that discussion. So building new hardware is what we're all about. And so we want to announce a new hardware that we're going to launch mid-next year that's going to be the upgrade from the Nano S, and we call it
The Nano S Plus.
the Nano S Plus. So why is it cool? Well, first of all, it looks cool. It is a Nano S Plus, so it's a Nano S Plus. And so it does two things. It's super developer friendly. This is why we're here. And so Nano S Plus is the friendliest device that we have to date for developers. That's number one. And number two, it has like the memory capacity of a Nano X. And memory is becoming increasingly important because as we bring all these new usage to Ledger Live, you just need to have more space on your Nano to be able to enjoy the full experience of Ledger and have as many apps as you want on your Ledger. So these are the two reasons why we're upgrading the Nano S into the S Plus. That's the announcement of the day. That's the third announcement of the day. I could tell you that we're working on another hardware project.
Only one?
A few, actually. But then I would have to kill you. So it's all that we're going to say today. It's the Nano S Plus, but watch us, watch our hardware roadmap. 22 and 23 will be extremely exciting. Merci.
Merci, Pascal.
That's it from me.
So, Nano S Plus, memory like the Nano X, screen like the Nano X, no Bluetooth. Your decision is super simple. If you would want Bluetooth to pair it with your phone, you get the Nano X. If you don't need the Bluetooth and you're happy connecting it with a wire, you get the Nano S. From a developer perspective, the Nano S, you can test your apps on the Nano S, on the S Plus. You don't need to test them in the emulator. You can still test them in the emulator if you'd like, but you can also test them directly on the device. And we'll be releasing this and pre-ordering it early in the new year. So thank you very much. Thank you, Pascal. Thanks for doing this. Thank you guys for your attention. But that's not all. That's not all. We have more announcements for you, and to do the next one, I'm going to invite up our head of product, Charles Hamel. Go.
All right. Thank you, Ian, and hi, everyone. Welcome to Ledger Open. NFTs are inherently about ownership, and so is Ledger. I like to think of my Ledger as my digital backpack, one that I can freely take around with me anywhere on Web3 with no lock-in and collect all kinds of digital assets, from game items to social tokens and sometimes even valueless governance tokens. What we are seeing is that the whole concept of value is being rebooted with Web3 and NFTs. And with that comes a new crowd to crypto, one that perhaps doesn't have the same reflexes and habits as most of us in this room have. And that makes them more prone to hacking and phishing attempts, of which we get reminders every week. This is a big problem for our space and for adoption overall. Every time someone loses their assets, it removes trust in the whole ecosystem. And we want to fix this. We really care about security, and we want Ledger to be the safe place to store, use, and transact with NFTs anywhere on Web3. So today I'm pleased to announce that we are bringing security to NFTs by making them first-class citizens in our products. That means from Ledger Live all the way down to the hardware. And we want to make Live the place where you can see all of your Web3 value, from the top market cap coins all the way to this very exotic one-of-one NFT. And it starts in Ledger Live, which is an open source wallet on both mobile and desktop that today supports over 20 blockchains and that a lot of you are extending every week. A demo is worth 1,000 slides, so let me show what it looks like and why it's a game changer for NFTs. So what you see here is Ledger Live on iOS. I can browse through all of my portfolio across multiple chains. Let me pick my Ethereum account, which contains my NFTs. We're starting with Ethereum support and ERC 721 and 1155, and we'll be quickly extending to other chains like Polygon and other EVM-based chains, as well as Tezos. So here I'm browsing through my NFT gallery with various collections. We retrieve all the metadata from the creator, visual and text. So here's Embark. Here's one from Word of Woman, which I really like. Of course, art blocks, which has been growing immensely in popularity lately. But my favorite is really the one that's on top, is of course the Pool Suite Executive Membership. So let me double tap on that. We even support video animations, like you see here. I can choose to see this NFT on OpenSea or Rarible, as well as decode the transaction of when it initially arrived to my wallet. So that's all good. But what about sending them? What about transacting with NFTs, right? That's where things typically get quite tricky and where most wallets fall short, especially on the security side. And you know, by now, we do care a lot about security. And it may not seem obvious at first that this is a hard problem, but for those of us here that have transacted with NFTs, you're presented with two tough choices, right? Either you're not seeing anything about what you're about to do, and you're blind signing, or you're seeing this very complex blob of data which you have no hope of understanding, and you're supposed to click through that and assume everything's fine. But this is not good enough for this new crowd that comes to crypto, so we want to fix it. So I'm happy to say that this is now history. As of today, we are bringing security to NFTs, which means that you can always see what you're doing on your Ledger device when you're transacting with NFTs. Let me show you what it looks like. So this is, again, live on iOS, sending a NFT transfer transaction for this Pool Suite NFT to my Ledger Nano X over Bluetooth. And now I can see what's happening just like if I was sending a Bitcoin transaction. I can see who it's for, exactly the collection name, as well as the token ID on my device, on the trusted display, as well as the contract address and extra details that you would expect on your wallet. Once that's done, I can quickly confirm the transaction, just like a Bitcoin or Ethereum, knowing full well what I'm doing. Live picks it up, broadcasts it to the blockchain, and within a few seconds, it's gone from my wallet. Right? So what you just seen really is the first secure NFT transaction with offline keys in full security. I think this is pretty cool. And this is only possible thanks to our extensible hardware platform, which allows it to support new coins, new transactions, and applications as they come, and that a lot of you are building on today. But there's one more thing. We know some of you are working on the next big NFT apps and use cases. And we know that people want to use their NFTs on the web with the same security and convenience as within Ledger Live. So this is why we're happy to announce that we're introducing this NFT support alongside our first marketplace integration with Rarible. So Rarible is one of the, thank you. And Rarible is one of the top NFT marketplaces out there. It's home to over 500 creators and has 1.6 million users. And what that means is that you can now use all of Rarible right from within Ledger Live, from creating to trading to collecting. Your wallet is always automatically connected. You don't need any extension. And of course, you always know what you're signing. This year, we started integrating key DeFi services within Ledger Live. We're now extending this to other NFT services and thus bringing Web3 into live with this security and the convenience. So with this, we want to make Ledger Live the go-to place for NFTs and Ledger wallets the must-have to store NFTs. Simply put, it's the best digital backpack for your Web3 journey. This is just the start, and we're looking at opportunities for Ledger to play a role at all parts of the NFT stack, from minting to distribution, so stay tuned. And I'm excited to say that all of you have received an email as part of this event to claim your exclusive proof of attendance NFT made in collaboration with Bonjour Labs. If you haven't received it, please find one of the exhibition staff to help you with that. And if you're curious about this gasless airdrop method we're using, please find one of us and we'll tell you all about it. So thank you very much for listening. And let me hand over to my colleague Iqbal.
Thank you, Charles, and welcome one and all to Ledger Open. My name is Iqbal, and I'm the Vice President of Payments and Transactions. But what does that mean? So I'm going to get you all to look to your left. That's that way. Can you all now look to your right? That way. What you're seeing is developers. Developers who have built trading platforms. Developers who are building platforms which allow us to invest. There are others who are leading the charge when it comes to staking, yield farming, and other esoteric means by which we're earning while we sleep. There are some who've helped us send crypto to our friends and family. But what are they all really doing? They're enabling transactions. And that's my job. These transactions, we're all accustomed to doing. We've done them with traditional fiat currencies. We've done them with incumbent financial platforms. But the world is changing. Slowly but surely, financial platforms such as banks are being replaced by crypto platforms. Slowly but surely, we're starting to unbank the banked. Unfortunately, there is one financial transaction which is missing. It's a financial transaction which has caused the rise and fall of global economies. It's a financial transaction which every single person in this room will execute within the next 24 hours. What is it? Spending. It's the one transaction which is lagging when it comes to crypto. If we are to expand the sphere of influence when it comes to crypto, we need to start focusing on spending. And it is with this in mind that today, Ledger is announcing the launch of its debit card in partnership with banks. Now, I know there's a lot of people in the audience who are going to say, yeah, but I don't want to spend my crypto. I don't want to be that guy who pays $10 million for a cup of coffee and everyone writes about me 5 years from now. I get that. But that's like saying, why did I buy shares in Tesla 5 years ago if I'm not going to enjoy the gains? Why did I invest in Google 20 years ago if I can't really spend the money and help it improve my life? So we addressed this situation and we said, right, we can't just launch a card. We needed to add a few more bells and whistles. So the crypto card, Ledger's crypto card, you can connect to your Nano, transact securely. You can also convert your crypto only at the point of sale, so you don't miss out on market gains. We'll also, for the people in the audience who really don't want to spend their crypto, extend you a credit line. 30 days, interest-free, based on the crypto that you hold on the card. But we wanted to go further. Remember at the start of this presentation, I said, we're all trying to unbank the banked? Well, what if you could receive your paycheck directly on the card? What if you could have your salary sent to the card and automatically have it converted into crypto? 50% in Bitcoin, 40% in Ethereum, 10% into some stablecoin. Well, In 2022, you will be able to do this. It's time, people. It's time to unbank yourself. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you, everybody, for your attention and just for being here. And we've got a lot coming over the next couple of days. Really appreciate it. Again, please, find somebody from Ledger. That's why we're all here is to get to know you. So thanks everybody for joining us. I'm going to bring Carl back up to the stage. Carl's our VP of engineering on the consumer side, which means he's the engineering leader that I work with day in, day out, and he's going to take us away for the first panel.